Welcome back. Why are so many women in their 30s and 40s struggling with anxiety and depression? Guess what? I call this postpartum to perimenopause. If you're in your 30s and 40s and you're struggling with anxiety, mood swings, or exhaustion that feels hormonal, but no one's giving you the answers, you are not alone. And this might explain everything. Let's talk about the hormonal overlap no one is talking about. Postpartum colliding. I mean, colliding with perimenopause. Okay. I'm Dr. Sarah from Lesh Lifestyle, and today we're diving into something that's happening to millions of women, but almost no one is naming. Women are having children later and later in life because we're having careers and we're having these beautiful lives, and they're literally going straight from postpartum hormone shifts into early perimenopause without a recovery in between. And it's causing a wave of anxiety, depression, fatigue, and overwhelming that's been misdiagnosed or completely, for the sake of it, completely dismissed. Why is this happening now more than ever? Women today are delaying pregnancy and for good reasons, right? Career, financial security, finding the right partner. But that means many women are having their first babies in their mid to late 30s and even in their early 40s, breastfeeding into their 40s and never getting that hormonal rhythm back before perimenopause begins. Okay, before perimenopause begins, we're going from postpartum to perimenopause. Instead of rebounding after postpartum, many go straight into the next hormonal transition, and no one is warning them what this looks like. What happens to these hormones when they overlap, right? What happens to this? So when you're postpartum, so think about your pregnancy. You feel good. You got all this estrogen. You got beautiful hair and nails. And postpartum, the estrogen and the progesterone crash. You have sleep deprivation because you're a brand new mom, which increases your cortisol. Plus the estrogen decrease increases your cortisol. Your serotonin dips naturally, and because you have decreased estrogen. If you're breastfeeding, that suppresses ovulation, which suppresses estrogen even more, which leads to vaginal dryness, low libido, and fatigue, right? And then what happens if you're in perimenopause? Well, you have fluctuating estrogen, you have dropping progesterone, and you have gradually dropping testosterone. So when these phases overlap, women experience worsening mood swings, anxiety, panic, insomnia, brain fog, low energy, low libido, completely feeling disconnected from their body and their identity and who they were. And yet, when they go to the doctor, they're told your labs are fine. You're just stressed. You're a brand new mom. You have a newborn at home. Maybe we should try an antidepressant. This isn't just postpartum depression, and it's not just perimenopause. It's both. It's both. It is a continuum of hormonal shifts that are misunderstood and untreated. And because no one is tracking the long-term effects of going from late pregnancy into early perimenopause, these women are falling through the cracks. These women are falling through the cracks. Especially also if you are running a household, working full time. You're a mom to this brand new baby. You're sleep deprived already from that. You're carrying the mental and emotional load for everyone else and everyone around you. All right, so what do we do? Because it's not about woe is us. It's about how do we take control? How do we empower ourselves? And what do we do about this? Right? So, how to recognize what's going on. First off, if you're 35 to 45 and you've had a baby in the past few years, or if you had a baby, you're still breastfeeding, you weaned recently, and you're like, oh my goodness, I have mood swings, I have anxiety, I have weight gain, fatigue, low libido. I've never been depressed in my life. Or you have been struggling with anxiety and depression in your life, and now it's way, way worse. It might not just be postpartum. You may also be experiencing early perimenopause or the postpartum perimenopause overlap. And you need support that looks beyond the basic OB visit, right? And that basic checklist of the primary care. And you need a little bit further. It's not your fault. You're not emotional. You're not lazy. You're not failing. Your body's not failing you, right? You're in a complex hormone transition that deserves recognition, respect, and targeted care. Okay, so what do? Let's arm you with what you need to talk to your doctors about. What do you need to say to the OB when you think that you may be postpartum and in perimenopause? Please like, share, subscribe, drop your email, and comment in the link. Comment in the comments, drop your email. We'll send you exactly what you need to say to your OB or your primary care provider. Remember, at Lesh Lifestyle, we specialize in bridging the gap between postpartum care, perimenopausal support. You shouldn't have to fight for answers. We're here to help you reclaim your energy, your confidence, and yourself. Would you like this paired with your empowerment, right? We are going to pair you with the empowerment that you need to have these discussions. If you're in Florida, work with us. We would love to have you on board. If you are in New York or Texas, we'd love to have you on board as one of our telemedicine clients. But if you are in any other place, we will help you, we will pair you, and we will arm you with exactly the information and knowledge you need to talk to your doctors about this so you do not have to suffer in silence. Until next time, stay well.